Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into today's video, I want to show you guys something really cool that I was sent recently. It's a pair of leopard gecko shoes, which, as you know, I'm a big fan of leopard geckos. You might not know, but I'm also a big fan of shoes. So I was sent these shoes for free by ZILLA Footwear and I'm sharing them with you because I genuinely love them. So there's tons of options to go with at ZILLA Footwear, but I went with the white high top leopard gecko design, and let me tell you, it is so cute. I love all of the muted colors. I love that I'm thinking about all the different outfits I can wear this fall with them. I love that instead of just getting a leopard gecko, you got a leopard gecko basking with a variety of succulents and leaves. They're really, really nice. And because I love them so much, I was able to set up an affiliate link with ZILLA Footwear. I will include that link down below. If you buy shoes through that link, you will be supporting me as I'll make a small commission, but it comes at no extra price to you. So anyways, I just wanted to share that super cool shoes that I got. And now, to the video. I was recently sent 1,000 black soldier fly larvae to feed to my reptiles and amphibians for my honest feedback and to share it on social media by GrubTerra. I will leave a link for GrubTerra down below, but this video is going to be about the nutritional aspect of black soldier fly larvae, or in general, just how they are as a feeder insect. I'm going to go to voiceover here in a second, and you're just going to see clips of my reptiles enjoying black soldier fly larvae. I do want to ask before you do that though, that you please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And away we go. So the black soldier fly larvae is the larval form of the, you guessed it, black soldier fly. They start out as small and cream colored, gradually getting larger and darker as they reach the pupal stage, and towards the end they are so dark brown they can look black. They're segmented and they have tiny hairs. Black soldier fly larvae are also called phoenix worms, CalciWorms, and ReptiWorms, and can be purchased through a number of distributors, including GrubTerra. As I mentioned, they sent me these black soldier fly larvae, so I'll leave a link for them down below. They're all shipped in a small container with a medium or substrate like wheat bran. In that container, they'll last a couple of weeks, but you can make them last longer with cooler temperatures. Just make sure you keep them above 40 degrees or else they'll die. Black soldier fly do not need to be gut loaded or dusted. Let's discuss why as we break down their nutrition facts. So they are 61% moisture, 17.5% protein, 14% fat, 3.5% ash, 3% fiber, and they also have a positive calcium to phosphorus ratio. Now, what do we mean when we say calcium to phosphorus ratio? So when you're looking at the nutritional breakdown of feeder insects like dubia roaches, superworms, mealworms, crickets, all the normal feeders, the reason that we have to dust them with calcium is because they have too much phosphorus compared to how much calcium they have. And when eaten, phosphorus in a reptile's body makes the absorption of calcium decreased. It makes it harder to absorb the calcium. So essentially, you dust the insects with extra calcium to make sure that you are making up for that high phosphorus. So in a black soldier fly larvae, the reason we don't have to dust is because they have a positive calcium to phosphorus ratio, meaning they have a plentiful amount of calcium in comparison to phosphorus, and therefore when your reptile eats them, they are not going to have their calcium absorption inhibited by the phosphorus. Now, there's a few more things you should know about black soldier fly larvae. If they pupate and become flies, you can offer them, and a lot of people will say it's more enriching to offer them this way because they'll move around, like particularly for animals like chameleons. But I personally tongue feed, so having the larva was preferred to me, but you can safely feed the flies. I do have one warning. There are reports that amphibians defecate whole worms or cannot process them, so they regurgitate them. I actually experienced this when I got the black soldier fly larvae and I fed them to my amphibians. They were coming out whole and not processed whatsoever. And then I looked into it online and I found that in even the biggest of frogs, like a pixie frog, which is an African bullfrog for those who don't know what a pixie frog is, they would defecate them whole. And there was one report of the insects even still being alive, which I think is insane. So I would recommend not feeding these to any animals that don't chomp down on their food. I think that's the problem, is that amphibians swallow insects whole, whereas reptiles do a lot of chewing, and so then they're going to be able to process them easier. So that's just a warning from me. I'm sure there's been plenty of people who've had success feeding them to their amphibians. That was not the case for me, and I won't be feeding them to my amphibians again. As with all feeder insects, black soldier fly larvae should be offered as part of a varied diet. Now, what does it mean to offer a varied diet? It means that in your insectivores, you should be offering various types of insects on the regular. This would include dubia roaches, mealworms, superworms, locusts, crickets. This would include waxworms, hornworms, and also black soldier fly larvae. But any type of insect you can get your hands on in the country that you live in, just make sure that you're offering a variety. Variety is the spice of life for our pets. It offers better nutrition, better enrichment. So just make sure that when you're offering an insect, you're offering it with other types of insects in their diet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this informational and insightful. If you did, let me know down below. Also, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And with all that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.